Did you play football?
Middle school and high school, but not after.
Which position?
I was like a cornerback, defensive back. I was not good.
I like that for you,
I cried.
though.
There were some tears.
Well, listen, football season officially begins today, tonight. 2024 Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, kick off the season against the Baltimore Ravens. It's a Taylor Swift concert.
You told me something I did not know.
Oh, right.
You told me that this first kickoff game of the season is always the defending Super Bowl champ.
That's how they do it.
See?
That's how they do it.
Like, Marisol knows so much more about sports than I do. It's just nice.
You know so much more about everything else.
But
so
here we go.
even.
We got the Jets and the Giants coming up. The Giants start their season on Sunday afternoon. The Jets are playing the first Monday night football game of the year. And listen, whether you wait all year for football or you could not care less, one thing we can all agree on is having something tasty to drink. Those people care.
Wow.
You want to have something tasty to drink while you watch the game, right?
Of course. You want eats, drinks, and all the things. Mixologist, friend of the show, and all-around fabulous gal, even though she is a Cleveland Browns fan.
We forgive her.
Pam Wiznitzer is here to help us toast to the new season. Madam.
Nice to see you both. Are you ready for some football?
Yes, indeed, I am. I'm excited for the season.
I am excited. Well, I'm not ready for it only because baseball is still happening.
Yeah.
So.
But we love a crossover moment.
That's
The more
fine.
sports, the better, right?
The more sports, the better.
And the more crossover, the better for you. The longer your season goes, the happier we are.
Unbelievable. You have brought a lot of stuff.
We are going to make game day way better than it's ever been before and easier than it's ever been before.
Great. All right.
I like to make drinks that are like less prep, lots of flavor, and something for everybody.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
good.
what's the number one thing we drink during the football games?
Beer.
Beer.
We have a beer.
Beer, and we
Get over
really
here.
like the light ales, right? The light beers.
Yeah.
And Dale's Pale Ale, I'm sure you heard of it before, from
Yes.
Oscar Blues Brewery, has a new light beer. It's awesome. It's 4.2%, which I love.
Okay.
What's a regular beer?
So now they can hover around 5%, sometimes a little higher. But here's the thing.
Well, it's nice and cold.
You might want to do up your beer, right? So we have a little bit of hot sauce here. If you want to make like a lighter version of like a michelada, where you can add some hot sauce with a little bit of salt and lime. Or pickle beer is so big right now.
Wait, did you say pickle?
Pickle beer.
Pickle
so you
beer.
can add a little bit of pickle brine
Castor,
into
you
your...
want in on this, or you want?
I feel like I should try it.
I'm going to sip out of this side of the glass here.
Hold on. I'm gonna.
Oh, no, that's just a pickle juice.
That is pickle juice. That was not supposed to.
That's okay. Here's what you do. You just add a little bit into your beer. Let's try that
Okay.
again. Now
I'm just gonna-
quench. Now quench.
Yeah, that's better.
That's way
a better idea
right?
than what I just
But the other
did.
way you can do it is just adding in a little bit of hot sauce. That's it. That's why we love live TV, you know?
I'm going to get in on this lime.
Get
because
on
I'm
that
going to hope
lime.
that does
We
that.
got other stuff for you.
Ay.
And then you can add a squeeze of lime.
Pam, I am.
That's okay.
Wow.
It's okay.
That's
Look,
a
I
fum-
caught it. A
We
fumble.
call that a fumble.
Caught a fumble.
Right there.
I've had pizza and beer, and it's 10:20. I'm not sure this day is headed the right
Welcome
direction.
to New York living.
All right, what do we have next?
So
What do we
we've
have
done
next?
up beers, but also make your own old fashions, right? Because old fashions can be made in the glass. So you don't have to get crazy. You can actually use your fourth of a cup to measure out your whiskey. We have American whiskey from Michael Bublé.
Oh, no way.
Fraser and Thompson, which is his whiskey that's bottled in Kentucky. It's really gorgeous. All you've got to do is choose your bitters. So I'd like to put out some bitters for everybody. You
So
add
this
some
is a
in here.
choose your own adventure. You just
Choose
set
your
up the
adventure?
bar and folks.
Wait, when you say choose your bitters, do you mean how much, or like do
Just the
different brands
flavor.
taste
Like I added
differently?
I added some orange bitters in for you.
orange.
bitters.
So we have 2 ounces of the Fraser and Thompson over here, right? American whiskey, right, for American
American
football.
football.
I added in just a teaspoon of simple syrup. We add in our bitters, and then you get to stir them up. Chopsticks are easiest.
Great.
Okay.
So go ahead and get in there,
We're
and
gonna
then
spin.
choose your own garnish.
I'm gonna get after this orange slice.
An orange slice, and these are actually
that smells
American
nice.
whiskey cherries that I made myself. So a little treat for all of you.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
L'chaim to everybody all around.
Oh, now we're going to coffee
Okay,
town.
because
I
not
hope
all
the show's over soon, because I am not. This is.
not all games are on Thursday nights, right?
this
No.
means business.
That's it.
This mean business.
I like it.
So not all games are on Thursday nights. Sometimes
right.
they're on Sunday mornings, right? So you might need something like an Irish coffee to wake you up.
Beautiful.
So we've got Glendalough Irish single grain whiskey, which is great because it's actually barreled also in Spanish and American oak barrels. So we got that American theme going on. And if you don't want to hand whip your own cream, this is just heavy cream I hand whipped here. We got a little whipped cream ready over here for you.
I like it.
And all you gotta do is 2 ounces of your whiskey, 0.75 ounces of simple syrup, and coffee, and you're ready to wake up, get into the game. Game stays.
Are you?
Yeah.
Kampai.
Yes.
All right, here we
Kampai.
go.
A little bit of each.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that too.
that'll do it.
That'll wake you up. If this
Pace
is your
yourself.
Sunday morning routine, you're a better person than I am. All right, what about something a little sweeter?
Okay.
A little sweeter.
So the last thing is maybe you want to eat something alongside drinking, and you don't want the prep like way before. So the day before, you can infuse a watermelon. So I added Aspen vodka. So this is a new vodka that comes from Aspen, made from red winter wheat. It is actually one of the most energy efficient distilleries we have in America right now. So America, again, we're doing it up good here. And I added into the watermelon with some lemon juice, a little simple syrup, and all you have here is the watermelon ready to go. The drink actually produces so much of the drink afterwards, you can just put it into a pitcher so you can enjoy it yourselves. Or you just grab a toothpick and get on in there.
You eat it and drink it.
Yes, and so these are infused watermelon pieces.
Unbelievable.
Yes. And you can have fun with all of your friends. And maybe you want to eat your
How
booze.
is it? I can't. At this point, my liver is screaming. I just can't even. I can't at this hour of the day. But Pam, these are great. These are great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Look at all this stuff.
Lots of
So
good
many
stuff.
different ideas.
Yeah. Don't forget, you can follow Pam, by the way, on Instagram at Pam Wiz. Great drink ideas.
Very good drink ideas.
I like it.
Oh my gosh, coming up next, we are highlighting the impact guide dogs make every day in the lives of blind or visually impaired people.
Indeed, and after the break, we're going to introduce you to one pup who's doing the work, and we're going to let you know how you can support them.
But first, it's time to get organized.
Get Organized is sponsored in part by Bob's Discount Furniture. Oh, my Bob.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
football's happening. That means the return of game day watch parties. So leave a lasting impression on your guests for once in your life, JD.
Yeah.
With a night full of organizational fun.
First, know what is on the menu. Finger foods are a good go-to, right, for a food menu.
Sure.
A signature beverage is always nice.
I like that
Maybe you make a little
watermelon
Irish
thing.
coffee,
Yeah.
who knows? You got to make sure that there's enough water on deck, keep people hydrated.
Of course, add some creative games for halftime. I do football bingo. First down,
Nice.
coin cost.
Coin cost, we talked about that earlier.
Toss.
NFL trivia.
That's right. Which celebrity is watching?
You know what you can also do? You can, like, over the course of the season, like, try to predict who's going to do the halftime show.
Oh, is that
At the
right?
big game, yeah.
Okay, fine. I got my money on Taylor Swift. That's all I'm going to say. That's all you get for today's organizing tip.